Hello all my friends, welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Today's video includes a sewing vlog of the Butterick B6031. Let me show you that pattern. It is a pattern that has a camisole, slip, and panties, and it is rated as an average pattern. And the notions that you are supposed to use for this are a 1/2 inch wide stretch lace and a 1/2 inch wide elastic as well. So I am doing view C, which is this view right here. And that is the view you will see me sewing throughout this sewing vlog. I also had a little fabric left over, and so I also decided to do view D, which are the panties. Now, before I get into the sewing vlog and I let you see the rest of the video, I want to tell you a couple of things that I came up against, and I also want to tell you a little bit about the pattern as well. So this pattern is a very easy pattern. Even though it is rated as an average pattern, I think it's a very easy pattern. There are a few things that you have to do which will require at least an advanced beginner's knowledge of certain sewing tasks, but it's still a very easy pattern, especially view D, the panties, because you only have the front, the back, and the crotch, and they go together really easy. The fabric choice that I decided to go with for this project is a red, gold, and metallic fabric. It is stretch knit. I purchased this fabric from Joann's about a year ago, and I purchased this from the remnant section. So it was something like $3 for a little over 1 yard of fabric. So I was really excited about that. And then the stretch lace, as I mentioned before, I purchased that off of eBay, and it was, I think, $6 for 10 yards. So it was very inexpensive, and I'm really excited about this project because the pattern calls for a 1/2 inch wide lace. When I purchased this at the time, I couldn't find a 1/2 inch wide lace, and so I just got the 1.5 inch wide lace, and I thought, you know, it shouldn't be a big deal. I'll just trim it back and I'll use it, you know, however I need to use it for the pattern. Now, because this is such a wide ribbon, I had to fold the lace over and sew it down, and you'll see that throughout the video. But I do want to say, before I get into the video, I want to say, for those of you out there who are planning on making this pattern, that I would strongly recommend you get the 1/2 inch wide lace, because you'll see the troubles that I came up against when using this, particularly for the scraps. So you're definitely going to want to have a 1/2 inch wide, no wider than a 1/2 inch wide lace, because if you get the adjustable sliders, the lace won't be able to go through the sliders if you fold it over and double it in size. So that's one of the things I wanted to go ahead and make a note of before I get into the sewing vlog portion of the video. Okay, so I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and if you have any questions or comments about this make, please make sure you leave them in the comment section below this video. All right, enjoy!
Hi everyone, I'm just updating here to let you know what I'm doing and how this project is supposed to come together. So right now I am on the directions that tell me to join the bralette to the front section of the garment. So I'm supposed to attach the bralette to this lace here on the front and sew that down. And then after that, I need to cut out this marking here where a slit goes and attach the lace trim in between this area as well as on the bottom. And then I will attach the back section to the front at the side seams and then attach the scraps, and then I will be done. So I cut out 2 sets of scraps, one for the front and one for the back. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, the lace is too wide, so I had to fold it over and stitch it down. So right here I have the front scraps and these are the back scraps. So I'm just going to sew these really close to the edge, near the scalloped edge, and I'm going to turn them out and then press them down. So the seam will be on the inside. And here are the finished scraps. I press them down so that they lay flat and even. And I think they came out pretty well, and they still have a lot of stretch to it. Originally, I was going to use these lingerie repair set sliders, but unfortunately I was unable to use them because the lace ended up being too big and I was not able to get the lace inside the sliders. And that was because I had to fold the lace over and sew it down. Because I was unable to use the sliders for the scraps, I had to adjust the scraps so that it would fit my frame. And so I don't have any sliders on here. I just took the front scrap and the back scrap and I created a seam and I hand stitched that down. So I won't be able to adjust this in the future if my busts grow or shrink, but for now it fits and it's perfect and it works. So this is the finished garment. There are a lot of things that I like about this garment. I love the lace detail, so I really love the scraps. I also like the lace going around the top edge of the slip. I like the lace detail in the center and on the bottom. So I just love the lace. I also like the little detail here with the bows, and this was recommended on the patterns instructions and I really like that detail. The thing that I don't like about this particular pattern, it calls for elastic in the upper edge of the front as well as the upper edge of the back. I don't have a problem with the elastic in the upper edge of the back, but on the front of the garment, I don't see how it served any purpose or any function for the garment, but it is a little bit of an annoyance for me. And like I said, in the back, there's elastic that goes around the upper edge of the back as well. And I get the function of that, and that holds up pretty well. And I love that about the garment. So here are the completed panties. I really love the lace detail, and I love this little bow detail that they have you put on the top in the middle of the panties. I really love that. These are boy shorts though, and I don't really like boy shorts that much, but I do love the color. I love the lace. I love everything about it except for the fit. Not that they don't fit me, it's just it's the style of the boy shorts that I don't particularly like. I was under the impression that these were going to be more of a panty instead of a boy shorts. And I don't know what gave me that impression, because on the envelope, they're obviously boy shorts. I just was not really paying that close attention. But they're really great. They are functional and I love them. I just don't like the particular style. Now on the side here, along the leg, where the lace goes along the leg, I top stitched it down because I didn't want this to flip up when I was wearing them. So I top stitched that down. The instructions don't tell you to do that, but I did it anyway. I didn't top stitch the top though. I'm thinking I might go back and do that. I did, however, in random spots, I just tacked it down with a couple of stitches. So I did that 4 times on the front and 4 times on the back as well. So they won't come up.